Hi everyone, this is Audapostrophe. Let's continue our game of The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure running on Nintendo Switch. We're going to Morga.
ここは俺たちのターンだ。ストップ。よーは行くぜ。はそこ。なんとかなったわね。よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。よーし、は私の番や。なんとかなったわね。えい、でや。せい、はや、でや。よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。さて、そこ。任せろ。はま、こんなもんかね。行くぞみんな。よーは俺の番。はや俺のペット私かよーそこ。皆さんお疲れ様でした。えいはやは
Monster Egg.
セイトごめんなさい、先に行くわね。やっとよーし、一気に行くぞ。よし、上出来だ。せいは奇襲成功、チャンスです。えっは任せてや。おっしゃおととい来やがれってな。えいっと
Sesame oil.
せいっとよっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。ストップ。任せてや。はい、やー。おっしゃ、ぜー。 行くぞ。やってや。私そこ。ごめんなさい。先に行くわね。
Boy, Lloyd is not good against flying enemies.
Hey, there. Hey, ha. 奇襲成功。チャンスです。私の番。私の番ですね。おっしゃ。はっ。よし、この調子で行くぞ。
Fresh picked leaf.
Hey, go. よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。よーし、やー。さてと。やっ。行くぜ。はっ。ま、こんなもんかね。セット。みんな、チャンスよ。そこ。行くぜ。はっ。俺の番だな。と。やっ。こんなところかしら。せっや。よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。私のギア。俺の番だ。はっ。はっ。100年早いっつの。えいっと。セット。みんなチャンスよ。任せ。はいはあ。これがみんなの力ですね。セット。奇襲成功。チャンス。よし、上出来だ。
Did you guys hear? They revealed Orcus Tower over in the city today. The heck is an Orcish Tower? Some kind of food or something? Can we eat it? Huh? No, it's just a really big building. They say you can see all of Crossbell from the top. Really? No way. I want to go. They've got orbital versions of standard farming equipment these days. Orbital plows for tilling, orbital tractors for harvesting. Both are essential for farmers in this modern era. Of course, all we got here in America are the worn-out manual ones. Elkin has what they call an American accent. It's a way of speaking that's been passed down for generations, but only the people who still have it are him. The only people that still have it are him and Donald. He's been trying to get rid of it, but I say there's no sense in trying to do that. It's part of what makes him American. Men worry about the silliest things. A couple of bracers are here to take out some monsters. I'll have to be extra nice to them as thanks for all their hard work. There you guys are. Tio, my sweet angel. Wait, is she still not back yet? Well, there goes my motivation. Sorry to disappoint. Don't be. The guild should be issuing a formal apology for her on a near-daily basis. I can forgive her, especially when you're looking as smoking as ever, Aeolia. Why not take this chance to hop off the Teota train and onto the Orlando Express? I'll pass. Next stop, Singlesville. Randy. I guess that's the end of the line. Please, Randy, give it up already. Our apologies, Lynn. Could you tell us about your request? Sure, it's pretty simple. All we ask is that you join us for a training session. In other words, let's have a scrimmage. A scrimmage? You mean what? You mean you want the SSS to fight against you guys? Why make a request like that now, of all times? Well, because it wouldn't have been a fair match until now. I guess you're not wrong. Must you put it so bluntly, though? Haha, don't take it too harshly. At least this means we recognize how far you've come. In fact, that's exactly why we want to see what you can dish out for yourselves, or for ourselves. My downtime just happens to overlap with Lynn's right now, so if we're going to do this, it needs to be soon. Though it's a shame we couldn't have Scott and Wenzel join in too. If those two were here, this fight would be even more daunting than it already is. Still, you've got a point. Opportunities like this don't come around every day. Hell yeah, I'm always down to get hot and heavy with a more experienced partner. How are you now? I never would have pegged the son of the war god as preferring the low ground. Low ground? I don't get it. Oh. Wazi, will you please stop tainting Noelle's innocent mind? Haha, your new members are a riot. Funny, and from the looks of it, quite skilled too. If you say so, I don't think I'm anything particularly special. I am. Do your worst. Oh yeah? Does that mean you accept? What's the call, leader? You're on. If it's a fight you want, then that's what you'll get. Where would we be doing this? We were thinking an open space that's out of the way. How does the clearing by the entrance sound? We already checked with the village chief and got the okay. I'm itching to get started right now, if you're up for it. Are you all stocked up and geared out? We can't wait. We can wait a bit if you need some time. Let's see. Nah, we're fine. We're all set to go. What do you say we take this outside? By which I mean, consider your challenge officially accepted. Now you're speaking my language. May the best team win. See, quest. Bracing for battle. Wow, we've drawn quite a crowd. Looks like word got out about our little match. I mean, it's just the town. It's a tiny-ass town. No way the Bracers lose. They're gonna wipe the floor with those cops. Wipe the floor? Why would they mop outside? It just gets all muddy. Police? He means that the police don't stand a chance. I'm not so sure that's true, though. I think the SSS is pretty strong, too. Boy, howdy, I'm getting fired up. What do you reckon? Who do you reckon's gonna win, Chief? That's a tough call. Both groups have been a great help to us in the past. Even Chief Tolta is here. Well, actually, he was the one we told about the match in the first place. Word always gets around in a small community like this one way or another. What'd you expect? That's over half the town right there. It's starting to make me a little nervous. Nothing wrong with having an audience every once in a while. Alright, let's get this show on the road. First, we need to figure out how we want to do this. This many people gives us a lot of options to choose from. That said, I think an old-fashioned 2-on-2 fight would be best. You read my mind. Doesn't that sound alright to you guys? I don't have a problem with it. It's your request, after all. Can we pick who you'll be fighting? Sure thing. As long as you're one of them, Lloyd. Huh? Why me? Come on, don't act surprised. We're not only here to test your physical strength. We want to see how unified the SSS is with you at the helm. That's right. There's no point if a leader doesn't participate. I guess that makes sense. Man, what the hell? I can't even leave the station while this guy's freight hopping into the hearts of every damn girl he sees. So, this is the little brother charm in action. I should take notes for my hosting job. I'm going to do us all a favor and pretend I didn't hear any of that. Anyway, those conditions sound perfectly fine to me. In that case, who would you like to partner up with, Lloyd? Let's see. Ellie. Me and Ellie, of course. Can I count on you, Ellie? Why, of course. Let's show them what we're made of. We have our matchup. Alright, you two, ready your weapons. Here we go.
よし、もう大丈夫だ。
Did we get them? I believe so, but I can tell they were holding back their strength. I'm surprised. You guys are pretty good. Agreed. You had much more synergy than I was expecting. You say that, but it obviously didn't manage to phase you. We held back a little, sure, but not as much as you're thinking. Either way, it was a good fight all the same. Does that wrap up our training then? Why the hurry? Don't tell us that one little scuffle was enough to satisfy you. Would it be bad if I said it did? Come on, no need to be so modest. How about we go all out this time? Us two versus the entire SSS. You want to fight all 5 of us at once? How the hell would that be fair to you? Hey, we didn't call this training for nothing. Ha! Incredible, she's radiating energy. It's an Eastern technique known as Qigong, or Qigong. This ain't gonna be fun to deal with. Heh, someone knows this stuff. Areola. Right. Did you just heal us? Letting us put all our best feet forward, I see. Yep, this way we can all fight without inhibition. But enough talk. Come on, SSS. Rise to the challenge. Huh, I guess we can't say no. Lloyd, who should fall back and support the other 4? Let's have Wazzy fall back. Wazzy, give us support. Gladly. Here we come. Oh, they should have just made it so that all 5 of us could fight. That's silliness. Okay, this won't be too bad as a regular fight. What's this? Blow the water boils within. Burn.
Yosh.
I don't know which one it is, so. This movement's so slowed down. This fight's already taking too long. Is it over? Yeah, we did it. That was pretty incredible, though. They took on all 5 of us and still put up a hell of a fight. Agreed. It was a struggle at the very end. I figured it would turn out this way. I think if we'd done a few things differently, we could have turned the tables. Still, it doesn't matter in the end. The SSS won this fair and square. All of you made for one strong team now. Congratulations on the victory. Oh, that's amazing. All of my stamina has returned. Oh man, getting healed by Aola twice and in one day. Pinch me, adios. I think I'm in heaven. Don't mention it, Randy. Would you like to go another round so I can heal you a 3rd time? Easy there. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised. What's wrong? Not ready to meet the goddess just yet? Can it, Wazzy? At least they alleviated some of the tension. Haha, you guys really are something else. I could watch you go back and forth for hours. Our pleasure? Alright, you guys, show's over. We're calling it a day here. Yes, nothing further to see here, everyone. You heard the young ladies. Let's break it up, folks. This was enough of a distraction for one day. Come on, Al, back to work. Haha, you got it, Chief. Alright, kids, off we go. Howee, that was one heck of a tussle. Thanks again for letting us use this place as bar, Chief Tolta. We got some valuable training and thanks to you. It's not as though we didn't get anything out of it. The villagers needed a bit of a diversion. Besides, you two have granted many of our village's requests. It was the least I could do to return the favor. Take care now. I'm glad they got a kick out of all that. So, Lynn, did training with us live up to your expectations? It sure did. You guys were even stronger than I was expecting. Guess that proves all your hard work has been paying off. But don't go thinking you'll be able to beat us again next time. We'll be serving you some payback one of these days. Anytime. I'd love to have a rematch if you ever find the chance. My schedule's always empty, ladies. For now, I'm content that we've gotten a better idea of how each of you fights. You especially, Lloyd. Your Tonfa techniques really had my interest. The police focus on teaching suppression techniques, right? Yeah, I'm surprised you could tell. But what about that caught your attention? Well, Tonfas originally come from the east, right? You're familiar with them, Lynn? I wouldn't call myself an expert, but yeah, a little. I got a feel for a few different eastern weapons while I was a student, like chakrams and the 3-second staff. On that note, I think I might know how to improve the spinning craft you've got, Lloyd. Improve? You think it can be even stronger? Only one way to find out. I can give you a quick lesson right now if you like. Want to give it a try? Ah, you'd do that for me? I couldn't possibly say no. Lucky you, Lloyd. Not often Lynn is willing to take on a student. While he's learning that, what do you say going over to the Ash Tree Inn so I can learn more about you, Aola? Or Aolia? I'll pass, thanks. I just can't catch a break. How have you still not learned your lesson, Randy? Sorry to hold us up, guys. Would you mind waiting until we're done with this lesson? Not at all. A chance like this doesn't come around often. You should take it. Give us a little twirl so we can see how it's done. We'll be cheering you on from over here, Lloyd. Yeah, you got this. If you say so. Alright, let's get started. Right. I think I got it. Congrats, you pass. Now you just have to get accustomed to using it in actual combat to make it your own. I think I can do that. Thanks for all the help, Lynn. Well done. Congrats, Lloyd. Thanks, you two. It's amazing, though. Just a few slight adjustments, and the force is exerted in a completely different way. Spiraling moves like the one I just taught you are derived from the helix form. It's used by the practitioners of the 8 leaves 1 blade style, which of course means Arios knows it too. The great thing about this form is that it's a fundamental building block. You can apply it to all kinds of different techniques. They say that those who master the Helix and Void forms will attain Enlightenment, the pinnacle of martial arts. Helix and Void. Helix, Void, and Enlightenment. That's as far as I understand about the subject, so there's nothing more I can teach you. Basically, Enlightenment isn't something the average person can reach, even if they spend their whole life trying. Only a handful across the continent have ever achieved it. Really? That few? I've heard stories about this kind of stuff. It's pretty crazy when you think about it. That's definitely the word for it. Obviously, I'm not saying you need to reach Enlightenment yourself, but you should keep fine-tuning your skills regardless. I'll do what I can. Shoot, let's wrap it up for now. It's almost time for our next job. Right, we really should be going. I suppose we're all busy this week, aren't we? Yeah, our schedule's packed thanks to the trade conference. I understand the need for it, but Michel truly does run a tight ship. He has all our shifts planned down to the very last minute. That's absurd. Luckily, he still gives us time for breaks every now and then. Anyway, we need to get going. Keep up the good work out there. Goodbye, everyone. Right, thank you for everything. Lloyd learned Raging Spin. His actual Axle Rush craft strengthened to Raging Spin. His attack power range have been increased. Additionally, enemies will be drawn towards Lloyd upon usage. Quest briefing for battle complete. Okay, we can go back to town. Let's see, I traveled here from the Empire to stage a concert for my musician, but my musician has disappeared. Meet me at Crossbell Station. Okay, well that's good. That's not too far away. Hyperventilating. It's here. It's really here. The Imperial government's very own private orbital train. The Eisengroff. Its fiery red paint scheme and dignified detail work practically embody the prestigious might of the Empire. Sensational. It's no wonder that its name means Iron Count. I'm so glad I purchased the camera for this once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. His name is Lid. What's your name, Lid? I heard there's a trade conference happening in Crossbell right now. Maybe we should go visit that Orcus Tower place. It's all anybody's been talking about. I came here from Altair, a port city on the western border of Calvard. It may be just one stop away, but it's still shocking to see how much Crossbell has changed in person. Calvard's been modernizing too, but it feels practically rural compared to Crossbell. Hey Lloyd, that guy there is giving off some real intense vibes. Don't tell me he's our client. Excuse me, sir, we're with the special support section. I've been waiting for you. Thanks for coming. My name is Mueller. I work as a talent manager for Erebonia's music industry. A pleasure to make your acquaintances. Oh, he gets his own portrait, huh? I guess he's going to be a major part of the story then. A talent manager? He doesn't look the part at all. If anything, he feels more like a bodyguard. I get the sense that I've heard of him somewhere before. Is something wrong? No, not at all. If it's alright with you, would you mind giving us the specifics of your request? You mentioned something about a missing musician, as I recall. I take it that means you're the manager. That's correct. We've traveled to Crossbell as part of his concert tour. However, the moment I took my eyes off him, he went missing. That puts me in a tight spot. I have little to go on in a city I'm not familiar with. I could see that posing some difficulty. Crossbell City is larger than most. Yes, though I'm sure that won't be the only hurdle to contend with. In any case, could I ask you all to begin the search immediately? Yeah, let's find that musician. Of course, we're here to help. Could you give us some more details about this musician we're looking for? Gladly. My client goes by the name of Olivier Lindheim. He's a blonde man in his 20s, often clad in a white coat and sporting a lute. A lute? Wouldn't that make him stand out like a sore thumb? How hard could it be to find this guy? If only things were so simple. A mere search and retrieval mission wouldn't be an issue ordinarily. But you see, Olivier's personality is a bit, shall we say, problematic. He has an incurable need to stick his nose in other people's business, only to cause more trouble in the process. To be frank, he's a nuisance, a fool, and a real pain in my Excuse me. I see. Ideally, I'd like you to find him right away so as to keep his tour schedule intact, but I know better than to get my hopes up. You'll be doing me enough of a favor if you can grab him before he gets himself into any incidents. You're starting to sound less like his manager and more like his babysitter. Either way, it explains exactly what kind of person we should be on the lookout for. Do you have an idea what sort of areas might pique his interest? Well, if I had to say, Olivier has a tendency to be drawn to bustling crowds or places of ill repute. He also fancies himself a gourmet, so he might have slipped away to some sort of eating establishment. Basically, it's any place someone could stir up trouble, you can bet it's on his radar. The downtown district, back alley, and entertainment districts are the first places that come to mind. In that case, I'd say you're on the right track there. But I've already combed the entertainment district, as it so happens. You're better off excluding it from your search. He undoubtedly knows I'm looking for him, so he's probably avoiding the most obvious spots. That complicates things. But if he's drawn to large crowds, then the harbor district may also be worth checking out. I believe Mishi is scheduled to make an appearance there today. I see. It sounds to me like you have a good list of possible destinations. My apologies. I wish I had more concrete information to offer. Don't worry about it. This is plenty. If there's anything else we need to know, we'll get started right away. Best of luck. I'm counting on you. And if he refuses to cooperate, don't be afraid to use force. In fact, I invite it. Good slap upside the head should do. Sure thing. What kind of weird relationship does he have with this guy? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I bet you want some more, why don't you? Those voices. Lloyd, look. The hell's wrong with you, Slash? Use your freaking head for once. What are we gonna do if Wald drinks himself to death? Because the way things are going, he's already halfway there. I told you that's why I'm weighing our options to keep that from happening. It's not my fault. Nothing's come to mind yet. Get off my damn case. Oh yeah, how about your shit-for-brains idea to take him sightseeing on top of the tower? That'll cheer him up for sure. What do you think he is, a 7-year-old? If he was, he sure as hell wouldn't be in this hole in the first place. Seriously, has anyone ever told you how much of a grade A dumbass you are? Bastard, you want to start giving out scores, huh? Then if I'm a grade A dumbass, you're a triple S. You haven't even come up with one idea. Oh yeah? You want to go? Let's go. Knock it off, you two. Speaking of triple S dumbasses, where do you get out pulling off weapons on each other? You're supposed to be comrades. Stay out of this, Carrot Top. It ain't none of your goddamn business. This is all Wazzy's fault anyway. You're the one who turned your back on the downtown district. Yeah, Wald wouldn't even be like this if it wasn't for your chicken shit ass. Well, Wazzy, you want to own up to it or what? Hold on a second. Wazzy didn't do anything. Whatever, this is just pissing me off even more. Guess we'll have to lay you chumps out first. Ha, now you're talking. Don't get your face smashed in, Huey. I still gotta do it myself after. What should we do, Lloyd? This is starting to go beyond boys will be boys territory. Damn, if this keeps up, we won't have any choice but to subdue them. Ho-hum, how utterly depressing. Such needless conflict will only link the chains of hatred across your otherwise delightful hearts. To you who choose to scuffle in the streets, I give the timeless gift of song. It is a soothing yet mournful ballad intended to unite the hearts of those ragamuffins who have lost their way. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the skies. Like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This yearning passion tears my heart in twain. and the cruel moon mocks my pain. Why is somebody just walking in here? If this fleeting dream shall never be. Shut the hell up, Blondie. Yeah. Oh, hello there, little kitten. Is something the matter? As you can see, I'm in the middle of a delightful performance. Autographs will have to wait until after the show. Moreover, it would be quite dangerous if you kicked me down from this height. Why, there's may not be an encore. Would you shut the hell up already? Quit your caterwauling and get off of our roof. We're trying to run a business here. Fine, fine. Please calm your... I said get down. Ah! Well, at least he's down now. You alive, Blondie? Still breathing? Ah, guess so. Huh, well, that was something. Man, this ain't even fun anymore. Later. The hell was up with that? Ah, forget about him. Let's bail. They left. All's well that ends well? Well, would you look at that? I managed to nip the bud of a blossoming fight here in the City of Sin. Another debonair adventure complete. Once again, my mellifluent flute has, mellifluent lute has brought peace by spreading the gentle chords of love and devotion. Sometimes I'm almost frightened by my level of genius. What the hell is he doing? Excuse me, but are you alright? That sounded like a hard fall. Worry not, my fair lady. A fall of that height was absolutely nothing to a man who has kissed the dewdrop skies of this very continent. What's wrong with this guy? Do excuse the minor interruption. Now that I've regained my composure, we can continue my grand sonata. Gather round, ladies and gentlemen. Now, where was I? If this fleeting dream... please, you don't have to do that. Hey, Lloyd, could he be a blonde musician in a white coat? He definitely fits the description. Mueller said he could be a handful, but he's nothing like what I expected. He must be Olivier, am I right? The one and only, my darling. It is I, the unparalleled genius, wandering bard and seeker of love, Olivier Lindheim. Praise be to Idas, as it is by her grace that you have had the pleasure of witnessing one of my famous impromptu performances. Engrave this day into your hearts, for it has surely been a once-in-a-lifetime experience for you all. Right. Hold on a tick. You knew my name before I introduced myself. How is that possible? I don't believe I've uttered my name once since coming to Crossbell. Have we perhaps met somewhere before? Not exactly. We're with the Crossbell Police Special Support Section. We've been looking for you per the request of your agent, Mueller. You know who we're speaking of, right? Ah, I see. So you're the ones. That Mueller, he's just as much of a worrywart as ever. Surely he knows by now the time apart will never dampen the measure of our love. On the contrary, it makes our hearts grow both fonder and bolder. Huh? Wait, are you saying you two are... Yeah, no, I seriously doubt it. That's beside the point. Can you come back with us to Mueller now? I'm afraid not, officers of the law. I have to make the most of Crossbell while I still can. I'll be quite occupied tomorrow, you see. Occupied? Nothing you need to concern yourself over. But do keep in mind that if you claim to be unable to look the other way, I'll do everything in my power to give you no say in the matter. Oh, really now? And just how do you plan on doing that? Wait, is that the famous Julia Schwartz standing right over there? What? Really? Where? These guys always fall for this stupid stuff. Hey, wait a minute. I don't see anyone. Where'd she... Hey. Till next time we meet, my new friends. Ta-ta! Wait. He got away. We just fell for the oldest trick in the book. Of course Senior Captain Schwartz wouldn't be in a place like this. I can already tell this dude is going to be a pain in the ass. Reminds me of Lecter. Never mind that. Let's chase after him. The only question is, where did he go? Why don't we check the other places we discussed earlier? That's how we stumbled upon him downtown, after all. He may be in the back alley or harbor district. Sounds like a plan. Let's move. Okay, doesn't look like he's here. Wow, that's a lot of people. They must be here for the Mishi event. I believe this is what the theme park staff are doing for the day, seeing as Michelheim is closed during the conference. It's a shame Tio isn't here to see this. I think they're about to do a dance number. Why don't we stick around for it? After all, we're already... Wait, is that... Hi, I love you, Mishi. Ah, that guy who joined us is pretty good. Okay, everyone, all together now. Let's dance and make a wishy with Mishi. Let's dance and make a wishy with Mishi. Olivier and Mishi exchange a firm handshake. Haha, well met and well done, Mishi. To be frank, your dancing prowess is something to be commended. Mehehe, you're not too shabby yourself, fella. Where'd you learn to dance? I'm rather fond of ballroom dancing myself. Naturally, my preferred partner would be a beautiful woman, but you were a fine stand-in, my furry companion. Though I suppose I shouldn't have expected any less from Crossbell's most beloved mascot. Mehehe, ah, stop it, you're making me blush. What in idol's name is he doing? Looks like he barged in to take some of the spotlight for himself. Remember when Mueller asked us to prevent him from drawing attention to himself? That's out the window now. Uh-oh, I do believe I've been discovered. My apologies, dear Mishi, but I must vacate the premises for now. Aw, that's too bad. Mehehe, let's dance together at Michelheim Wonderland this time. Now that is one wishy I promised to bring to fruition. Parting is such sweet sour, but the bond we have forged today will linger in my heart for eons to come. Adios, mi amigo. Bye-bye. He cut and ran again. I get the feeling he's used to this sort of thing. On the bright side, this narrows down the number of places he could have escaped to. It's not going to matter either way unless we start chasing after him. Olivier? Wow, he's pretty good, isn't he? Thank you for listening to my serenade. Bravo! You're amazing, mister. What would you say to singing on as our life entertainment for a while? I'd be willing to compensate you, of course. My, that does sound oh so tempting. I'll gladly accept your gracious offer. Wait just a darn second. What's this? Found me already, have you? Now you're going around taking random side jobs? This dude's got some screws loose. I urge you to cease this admittedly well-earned flattery. Why, I can feel my cheeks reddening already. No one's flattering you, jackass. We're taking you with us this time. Now, surely you must know when to give up. Life isn't meant to be a constant chase. You have to stop and smell the grand roses, too. Sip it slowly like a fine wine. And so I shall offer a gift to brighten up our weary, dreary hearts. A melody woven from the very essence of love and devotion. Oh, what troubles you, mademoiselle? Make no mistake. While a melancholy sigh may have its charms, a beautiful young woman should never be without happiness in her heart. Let me make something perfectly clear. Mueller requested that we retrieve you no matter what it takes. He even authorized us to use force. As a matter of fact, he insisted on it. Point taken. I surrender, I promise. That smile is more terrifying than the things that usually scare her. As disappointing as this is, the time has come for me to sail with the tide. Very well then, would you be so kind as to escort me to Mueller? Just to be safe, I think it'd be a better idea to tell Mueller to come here. As much as I'd hate to put him out of his way. That's definitely the safest choice. No doubt he tried to give us a slip the second we stepped outside. Pains me to see how little trust I instill. You'll live. Anyway, I'll try contacting the station to see if someone can get a hold of Mueller. Good work, everyone. Thanks to all of you, I was able to corral this nuisance before he got too carried away. No problem. Glad we can help. Corral? Why do you make me sound like some common livestock? I know for a fact that I'm so much more to you than that. Then again, degradation does have its own special charms, I suppose. If that's what you're into, I'm more than happy to take on the abuse you can muster, my dear Mueller. Shut up. I take it back. Please don't hurt me. My apologies, everyone. This idiot and I have a bit of history together. He never learns his lesson, so I always end up having to cut his leash shorter and shorter. Haha, sounds like you're used to dishing out the tough love. Love doesn't begin to cover it. There's nothing like having a companion who truly supports you. Then again, who wouldn't want to accompany one such as myself, known for almost as many virtues and good deeds as the goddess above? Does that count as heresy? I don't even think Idas could get this ne'er-do-well to repent it. I'm afraid you're right. As far as I'm aware, the church's sermons aren't nearly as hard-hitting as mine. No, please. I'll behave myself, Mueller. Please don't encourage his savagery, I beg of you. Something tells me this is their usual friendly banter. We should be going. There's still quite a bit on our agenda. Thank you again for all of your help. Don't mention it. All in a day's work. Though, if you don't mind me saying, I wouldn't take my eyes off him if I were you. I know all too well. And so our revelry reaches its inevitable denouement. I bid you adieu. Ladies and gentlemen, may we meet again, fates permitting. Sure. My only regret is never receiving the luxury of frolicking with Mishi at that oft-rumored resort park. Wait just a moment. Your division takes on contract work, yes? Would that mean I could request you to serve as our guides? Ah, me and my strokes of genius. Why, we'll have such fun that even an incorrigible sourpuss like Mueller would... Ah, Mueller, it was just a little joke. Wait, no! And there they go. Not every day you get to meet a duo like them. On second thought, I feel like there's much more to those two than meets the eye. Well, you heard him. Fate's permitting, you might get the chance to ask them yourself sometime. Honestly, that might be more trouble than it's worth. That man, he basically threatened Olivier the entire time, but is he... No, he couldn't be. Something wrong, Ellie? You've been pretty quiet. Oh, no, it's nothing. Cool, then. I think this one's a wrap. Ready to head off, Lloyd? Yeah, let's go. You dimwit. For once in your life, could you keep your whims in your head where they belong? You know full well what kind of place Crossbell is. It would make my life infinitely easier if you took more consideration for the position you're in. What's this? Sounds like someone's been fretting themselves over little old me. Besides, you know I can't help it. I just had to see all the city has to offer before my duties shackled me. As a result of my little excursion, I feel I've come to understand why they dubbed this place the City of Sin. But that's not all I've caught wind of. A certain someone we know has been shifting his pieces behind the curtain. If that's so, then at least you managed to get something useful out of all this. Indeed, thanks to you, Mueller, I was able to have a little preview of what's to come. Which reminds me, how go the arrangements? I'm only able to romp and frolic about the way I do because I know you can manage just fine without me. I'm not the one to be concerned about, but yes, I've already contacted them. They need to know what our schedule has been They need to know that our schedule has been delayed. No thanks to you. Oh, in that case, let us make haste. It would be unbecoming of us to keep two lovely ladies waiting.
He
へえ、メイプルシロップの匂いみたいだけど。
ライドたち、やっぱり帰ってきたんだ。
なあ、ちょっと休憩にね。それにしてもマフィンを焼いてたのか？
なんかみんなが帰ってきそうな気がしたから。メイプルマフィンだよ。
お、キーボー気が利くじゃねえか。
嬉しいな。せっかくだし紅茶でも入れましょうか。
なるほど。そんなところで出くわしたのか。
ええ、何か狙いがあって現れたわけではなさそうですが。
赤い星座の方に相変わらず動きはないんすか？
何かあれば一家の方からこちらに連絡があるはずだ。気持ちはわからんでもないが、ま、そう焦るな。
了解。
まあ気になるのは赤い星座だけじゃない。とにかく何か兆候はないか気をつけて回ってみよう。
そうね。ビップが訪れている状況で何か起きたら大変だし、余裕があったら車で郊外にも回ってみましょう。ライドたちまた出かけるの？
ああ、お仕事再開だ。マフィンごちそうさま。すっごく美味しかったぞ。
私たちの誰よりも料理が上手になっちゃったわね。ひょっとしてオスカーさんに作り方を習ったりしたとか？そんなとこ。あ、まだ残りがあるからよかったら食べて。明日くらいまでなら大丈夫だと思うから。
See maple muffins.
へえ、気が利くじゃない。
お父さん泣けてくるぜ。
ちょっと待った。いくらランディでもキーヤの父親役は譲れないぞ。
面白い。俺様とやり合おうってか。
何を張り合ってるんだか。
親バカ、ここに極まれりだね。
こちらクロスベル警察です。それでは報告を承りますね。わわ、大変でしたね。さすが皆さんです。わわ、大変おめでとうございます。ランクアップしました。はい、お疲れ様でした。特典の品もすぐにそちらにお届けしますね。お疲れ様でした。またよろしくお願いします。
Okay, that was all the quests. So we can do the main story tomorrow. This is audap. You've been watching the Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure running on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you with the next stream.